What the Lord say?
In the times of this ignorance.
Right, we was ignorant, right? Even unclean foods. Hey, brothers used to eat pork in the world, right? We in the truth now. Everybody out here, they're in the world. But when you come into the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you come into this truth now, right? Right? We're in the world, but we're not a part of the world, right? So now we're in this truth. Everybody else, they're in the world, right? So the Lord said, at the times of this ignorance, when we didn't know, right?
In the times of this ignorance, God winked at.
God did what?
God winked at.
Right. So God, he kind of pardoned you. He kind of pardoned you. He like, they're gonna find out soon. They're gonna find out soon. They don't know right now. It's a time and place for everything under the sun. Right. Read.
But now commanded all.
But when?
But now commanded all men everywhere to repent.
Right. So it is what it is. We got it. We're not gonna go black it out. It is what it is. Because even if sometimes people say that like, oh, you should go black that out. They might hear that from the religions or something. But that's just adding more marks upon you, right? So you got it. It is what it is. We're gonna leave it at that, right? The Lord knows that y'all didn't know, right? Also, too, brother, you smoke weed. Yeah, weed as well, brother, can defile your temple, right? Weed as well. Now we know it's a process. When I came into this thing, I didn't cut cold turkey, right? But let me get Psalms. It's like 119, 99. That's right. Let me get Genesis 1 and 29. That's right, brother. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, come.
This Genesis 1 and 29. Right. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth.
That's right.
And every tree in the which the fruit, in the which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat.
Right. What the Lord say?
To you it shall be for meat.
Right. And what do you do with meat? You consume it. You eat it. Because we know it does heal you. It does those different things. But it's to be consumed. You don't. You're kind of killing it. You're kind of killing it from doing what it's supposed to do when you burn it. None of these trees are supposed to be burned, right? None of these trees, none of the flowers. My brother had a point. Oh, yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it.
This is
Okay.
This is Ecclesiastes. This is Sirach, chapter 38, and verse 4. It reads, "The Lord had created medicines out of the earth."
What the Lord say?
The Lord had created medicines out of the earth.
Right, so I'm with you, brother. It's a medicine. It's a medicine. It has seed.
One beautiful thing about this one specific plant, right?
Right.
It's the only plant known to man under the sun that can clean. They drop nuclear waste, nuclear bombs. It's the only plant that can make that ground livable.
Oh yeah.
Not the genetically modified,
Right.
but the clones
Genetically
that go
modified.
No. The
Right.
ones with the roots,
That real stuff.
That's the only photosynthesis. That's how it grows the plant.
That real stuff, right? The brother gonna finish this out real quick.
It's Sirach 38 and verse 4. The Lord had created medicines out of the earth.
Right.
And he that is wise.
He that is what?
He that is wise will not abhor them.
Right, we're not abhorrent, meaning we're not we're not destroyed. And remember, or use it for usury. Like you kind of just take it edible because you want to reach to the sky, right? You want to be on cloud 9, right? Yeah, brother got a point.
I just want to make a point too. Like now we understand the uses of it. It's like it can go off with repeated, but
right.
Now you're making that chemical reaction when you burn it. You got it in this tobacco. Or even the rock cone. It don't matter. You still burning that substance. Anything you burn, is it gonna be good for? If I burn this paper, if I burn this tree, if I burn whatever, it's not gonna be. It's a chemical now, right? So that's why you know that you don't supposed to burn it. Now you can't eat it like in righteousness, not just because like the brother said you bored. You know what? It's Sunday. I'm just gonna take it edible. But it gotta be for actual reason. Like a lot of people like to use like teas. Like you could burn that. That herb could be using that tea, and it could be the same way. It could be used way better than burning it. Right? So that's why we said it.
It could be way better. Hold that wisdom of Solomon. Yeah, Kyle, we got another scripture for you, brother.
Let me get this. This is
we just giving you wisdom and showing you the way around. Yeah, Con.
That's perfect. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and verse 12. It says, for it was neither herb nor modifying plasters that restored them to health.
Right.
But thy word.
But what?
But thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things.
Yeah, the word healeth all things. Me and my brothers been healed by this word. This word has healed us. Brothers had addictions in the world. Some brothers even might some brothers even have diseases, and they come into this truth, and the Most High takes it away. Right? This is the cure to all things. Right? This is believe it or not, this is the cure to cancer. This is the cure to cancer. Right? The Lord told that king in Jeremiah that he was gonna die, and he prayed to him. He was in the word. He prayed to him and everything, and the Lord gave him 15 more years. The Lord gave him 15 more years. So doctor might say, oh, you got 1 more year to live. Hey, but the Lord can make anything happen. The Lord can heal you. Right now, you go to the doctor, and all of a sudden they say it's gone. They say we don't know what happened. It's gone.
See that?
Right now they try to run a test on you and see what you got, see how you got cured. Not knowing it was the Most High. You see that? Not knowing it was the Most High.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was gonna make a point. Now the time that we living in, King, you want to be sober. And I was gonna get this in 1 Peter chapter 5 and 8. It says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Yeah, that's right, because you want to be caught off guard. You know, you got to caught off guard because Satan come at you. Satan come at you all types of ways.
You think he actually catch you off guard?
Oh, wait, who? Satan come at all times of the day. He be waiting behind the tree. He might be behind the tree right now, looking at you, brother. You know, looking at you, brother. Yeah, that's right. Let me get Sirach 17 and 24, right? Because we would want to see a miracle today. We would want to see a mighty thing happen today. You know, because you're looking at miracles right here. We don't want to talk about it, you know, because we're ashamed. But some of us up here was doing it all day and all night. You know, brothers dealt with that. The backwoods, the Dutch, right? All the bongs. Brothers dealt with all that. You know, right? Yeah, hookah. That's right.
How so? What was your process?
I'm gonna show you right here. That's a beautiful question. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. This is right here.
Sirach 17:24. But unto them that repent, he granted them return.
You granted them what?
He granted them return,
Right.
and comforted those that felt impatient.
Right.
Return unto the Lord.
What the Lord say?
Return unto the Lord.
What's the process?
Return unto the Lord.
Right.
And forsake thy sin.
And do what?
And forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face, and offend less.
And defend what?
And offend less.
Right. Meaning, okay, you might not do it right away, but you know, baby steps. You know, baby steps. That's right, baby steps. Because eventually, that was me. Now, some of my brother right here, hey, he cut cold turkey. Hey, he found out what it was, and hey, brother got rid of it. You know, he kind of went to the stash. You know, burnt it all, threw it all away. But I had a little more trouble with it. But in process of time, I offend less, and I haven't smoked weed in 4 years. Right, I haven't smoked weed in 4 years.
That's right. Turn again to the Most High,
Right.
and return away from iniquity.
That's right.
For he will lead thee out of the darkness.
For he will what?
For he will lead thee out of the darkness
Right.
unto the light of health, and hate thou abomination vehemently.
Right. And so we gotta hate it. You know, I gotta hate stealing. You know, I gotta hate. You gotta hate these things because you know what you hate. Once you hate it, you're not gonna do it. You know, once you hate it, you're not gonna do it. So that's the process. That's the process. And also too, what's that? What's that? Sirach 37. What's that? You got a preset? Let me get Sirach 37 and what's that? Sirach 37 and 12. We continue with a godly man. 12? Is verse 12? That's the spirit. I ain't even. No. This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus. Now, you know about this book?
Yeah. I just you just said the other term.
Yeah. When we look at the prologue, it's either pronounced. Some brothers say Sirach, some brothers say Ecclesiasticus. I just say Sirach because it's quicker to say. You know, Ecclesiasticus. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's long, so I just try to get straight to the point. You know, 37 and 12. Sirach 37 and 12.
It says Sirach 37:12. But be continually with a godly man.
No, be with somebody that's wicked.
But be continually with a godly man.
Right. Don't the same birds flock together? Right. You don't see ducks with pigeons. You know. Right.
Continue none.
But be continued with the godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
Right. So you want to be around like-minded individuals, you know, and I can tell, brother, you loving what you hear. This is the words of the Most High God, you know, and it's flowing right now. It's flowing. But the Lord said, "Be continually with a godly man." You know, I'd rather be with my brothers in this truth than people in the world. Because what? Let's be honest, men in the world, what they gonna want to do? They gonna want to go. They gonna want to go to the clubs. They gonna want to go just sleep around with whoever. They're gonna be rolling up. They're gonna be rolling up, and I'm gonna sit there like, why am I here? You know. Well, what was that?
I said, like, hanging with people who smoking, you're gonna be liking it to them.
Yeah, you're gonna be liking up to them, you know.
Make yourself get to that level.
Make yourself get to what level?
Whatever level they're on. Whether it's lower or higher.
Oh yeah.
Well, it should be like this. Say, for instance, like, we godly men, right? What we gonna be around, like, now, saying, like, trying to make it plain. Okay, like this. We godly men, right? Now, it's not, we come around people who don't know who they are all the time. That's right. It's a difference thing. You sitting there taking eat with them, and you got the blunt going, and now you smoking, and it's like an enticing spirit. That's right. So if you hanging around them, that's why they say you are, whoever you hang around, you're gonna be liking to them. All crackheads hang together, though. You don't see no damn body who's smoking weed. Who doing heroin and they doing it together. So that's right.
That's right. Yeah. After Brother's point, go get this preset room. Are you good?
I got family members just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I hang around them.
Yeah.
I start feeling uncomfortable. And they kind of understand because I've been in this thing.
Going into slavery.
We understand that I'm not trying to be around that type of stuff.
Yeah, Brother's got a point. That's right.
And y'all probably heard this saying before. If you hang out with 8 broke men, you're gonna be the ninth.
Hey, because they're gonna be in your car all the time. They're gonna be using up all your stuff. You're gonna be spending all your money, and now you broke. You know, now you broke. Hey, because now you broke. Hey, brother got a precept for you. Real good. This is a beautiful precept. This is beautiful.
Oh, this is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
What the Lord say?
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have the righteous with unrighteousness?
Read that again.
For what fellowship have the unrighteous with unrighteousness?
Like it. Read that one more time.
What fellowship have the righteous with unrighteousness?
What fellowship? I get with this brother. We're gonna be talking about the Bible. I get with somebody else. We're gonna be talking about transgressing the laws. We're gonna talk about transgressing the laws. So the Lord is saying to be around like-minded individuals, because also too, let me get Ecclesiastes. What's that? Ecclesiastes 4 and 6. Okay, you finish it off.
And what commune does the light have with the darkness?
Right. What commune does the light have with the darkness?
That's it on that, King.
Oh yeah, Con. With the you know what I'm saying? All right, they in darkness, we in light. You know, what do we have in common? You know, what do we have in common?
Hispanic?
Well, that is long. 4 and 6.
Oh, the nationality.
You said what?
Yeah, that's right.
Con, this says this, Ecclesiastes 4 and 6. Better is a handful of quietness than both the hands. Oh, you talking about that's alone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Slacky.
4 and 8, Slacky. This is Ecclesiastes 4 and 8, Slacky. It says, there is one alone and there is a second, yet hath neither child nor brother. That's the point right here, right?
Yeah,
Con, it says, yet is there no end of all his labor. Neither is his eye satisfied with riches, neither shall he for whom do I labor and bereave my soul of good.
Yeah, verse 9.
Con, verse 9. It says, verse 9, 2 are better than 1,
right?
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Right.
If they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone.
What the Lord say?
But woe to him that is alone.
Right, let's see you around people. You got your fringes on, you keeping the commandments, and you all by yourself. The Lord said, woe to him that is alone, because like we just said, if he fall, you're not gonna have nobody to help you. Because woe to him that is alone, because if you're alone, you're gonna like the brother said, if you around 8 broke people and you alone, you're gonna be the 9th. You know? Right?
Continuing on, it says, Slacky, but it says, but woe to him that is alone, for when he falleth, he hath not another to help him up.
Right, because if I fall, people in the world gonna tell me, "Oh, bro, you good, bro. It's all good. Here we gonna roll another one." But my brothers gonna stop it out my hand. They're gonna start giving me the scriptures and they're gonna rebuke me, right? Because the Lord says, "Suffer not sin upon thy brother." That's in the law too. That's another commandment. You get that commandment for the family real quick. Yeah,
continuing on, it says, well, that was pretty much. Where it says again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone?
Right. How can you be comforted alone? You want to do good, but nobody around you doing good. You know, now we all have to deal with that in the world. We may have family that's in the world, and you know, you kind of somewhat, you know, around them or whatever. But the Lord also says, you know, when you're around the wicked, you have to redeem the time. You have to know what time. Like, so you might have to be around them for a little bit, but you might, you know, you look over, it's been like 30 minutes to an hour. You're like, oh, I gotta go. The longer I stay, the longer I'm gonna be enticed. The longer the conversation is gonna be about things that don't really matter. You know, the brother had a point.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 11.
out.
But now I have written unto you not to keep company, if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator, or covetous, or an idolater, or a railer, or a drunkard, or an extortioner, with such and one know not to eat.
Yeah, kind of right. It's beautiful, King the water. Now we're gonna go through some more commandments. Now we're going through some more commandments. We just wanted to give y'all that though. We're gonna go through some more commandments. You got a commandment? What kind of brother got a commandment?
It's Leviticus 19 and 27. You shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Right. So that scripture is saying you shall not shave off your head bald, meaning you know, just shave it all bald like the Africans, right? Because we're not. Or Michael Jordan. That's a perfect example. Michael Jordan. You don't want to shave all your hair bald because we royalty, right? All right. It's like, let me get Deuteronomy 14 and 2. We royalty, right? We're royalty. So you want to keep your hair like what you got right there, brother? That's perfect. That's fine. That's totally fine. You know, sis, you too. That's fine. You just want to shave your hair bald. But the Lord also said, mar not the corners of thy beard, meaning you know, get a razor like the Gillette and just shave your beard off. Because you know, having a beard is a manly thing. It's a manly thing, you know. So you want to have a beard, you know. You want to grow what you can, you know. Like I always say, it doesn't have to be like this, brother. You know, you could trim it. You could trim it, but you don't want to shave it all off because we Israelite men, and that's how you could tell a male line from a female line. You know, because if like at the zoo or somewhere or whatever, you shave that off a lion, and somebody walk up to the glass, you're not gonna know which one's the man. You know, they both gonna be sitting. You're gonna be looking around. But automatically, when you walk up to the glass, you know that's that male line. You know that's that male line. There's no questions asked, right? Deuteronomy 14 and 2. We're gonna share this real quick. And let me get Leviticus 19 and I wanted to get 15 too. But let me get that first.
Okay, this is Deuteronomy chapter 14 and 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right. This scripture is talking about y'all. This is how the Lord feels about y'all. Feels about our people.
And the Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, right, above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Read that again.
Above all the nations that are upon the earth.
That's the Lord talking. The Lord said we are above all nations on the face of the earth. And I know y'all know it. Y'all can see it. Who does anything better than us? Right? Nobody. When it comes to sports, right? Cooking. Who everybody trying to imitate. And you got Moabites walking up the lake. You were walking up the lake, you know, sagging their pants with their hat turned backwards. You know, everybody wants to be like us. You know, everybody wants to be like us. You know, we're above all people on the face of the earth, and that's what the Most High God said.
That's right.
Right, exactly. And let me get that in what's that? Jeremiah 50. What's that? Jeremiah 50. Jacob is the former of all things. What's that, bro? Jacob is the former of all things. What's that? Jeremiah 50 and Jeremiah 15. Let's get that out. Oh yeah, bring this up.
Definition. This is the definition for the beard.
Nice definition for the beard.
It says this is the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary.
Right, this is the Bible dictionary. So when you want to find out a word, you want to find out what a word means or a deeper meaning, you go to this. This.
It says beard, a badge of manly dignity, as a sign of mourning. It was the custom to pluck out the beard or cut it off. Right. The Israelites were forbidden to shave off the corners of their beard.
What the Lord say?
The Israelites were forbidden to shave off the corners of their beard.
Right, because even in the ancient world, that's what a lot of men did when they were mourning or when somebody died. Not the Israelites though, but the other nations. You know, somebody died or something, or you know, people will shave that. You know, people will shave that. Right, Jeremiah, what? Yep, exactly. So yeah, we keep our stuff because the Lord has chosen us above all people on the face of the earth, right? We got the best hair. You know, like this brother hair right here. Look like wool. Look like a sheep. Hair like a sheep. You know.
It's Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them.
What the Lord say?
The portion of Jacob is not like them.
Meaning the Israelites. The Israelites. The Lord said the Israelites are not like them. They're not like the other nations, right?
For he is the former of all things.
For he is what?
For he is the former of all things.
Like you said. What was that term you said, brother? You said about creating. That's right. Right. We never recreated it. You know what I'm saying? You know, they imitated. You know, they you know what I'm saying? Try to be like our people, right? Yeah, it's all good. Well, let me get numbers 1 and 2. Numbers 1 and 2. I'm gonna show you something. Because it was a lot of mixing going on when this was going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of mixing going on. They take the woman from the man, go deal with her, bring her back. Now she pop up pregnant. Right? And it ain't his. Right?
This is Numbers chapter 1 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel,
Right.
after their families,
Right.
by the house of their fathers.
By what?
By the house of their fathers.
Right? And give me Job 8 and 8. Right? So it's by the house of your father. Now, a lot of us, remember, we're under the curses. A lot of us don't. Let me Job 8 and 8, and let me get Romans 8 and 16. Remember, a lot of us don't know our fathers. You know, like you said, your father might be mixed. You gotta kind of search out his father, right? Let's see what Job said. You gotta kind of search out his father.
Come on. This is Job 8 and 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age,
Right.
and prepare thyself to search of their fathers.
To search what?
To search of their fathers.
Right. You gotta search your father. You gotta search your father. Now, ultimately, like the brother said when he first walked up, your spirit, right? Your spirit. Hey, somebody might not know their father, but you read them those curses in Deuteronomy 28, they're gonna say that's me. They're gonna say that's me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the spirit, right? Romans 8 and 16.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 16.
it out.
The Spirit itself beareth witness.
What the Lord say?
The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God.
That we are who?
That we are the children of God.
Hey, our spirit bears witness with our spirit because our spirit has always been here. Now, your fleshly body, when was you born? 91. It's only been here since 91. But your spirit has always been here. You know, so these things, this is the words of life. This is the words of life. You got a precept? Oh, kind. Yeah, these are the words of life. So your spirit gonna bear witness. Because that's why I ask you, can everybody relate to that? Because you can read Deuteronomy 28, and people will look at that and say, that's not me. That's not me. My people don't kill each other. We make businesses and we come together. You know, my people was never in the cornfield. What? Slave ships. They're gonna look and say, no, we was the one buying them off the slave ships. You know, so everybody can relate to that. You know, so that's a question to your thing, sister. You got to search out thy fathers because some people kind of search out their fathers and find out that their grandpa like Edomite. You know, but then again, you can't really say that. Sometimes you can't say you really came from that man, but sometimes you know. But that's why the Lord said the spirit. You know, we're not gonna look at somebody and just say, oh, that's Edomite. You know, we gotta try the spirit. You know, because we deal with confusion of faces when you read in First Ezra. You know, we deal with confusion of faces. I got a brother. He in LA right now, but you know he kind of deals with that. His mom is something, his dad something else, and you know he takes on his mom features. You know, I'm trying to think of somebody we all may know when you see them, but you know, a lot of people you may think are the other nation are actually Israel.
Like Bob Marley. Like Bob Marley, he actually a white man. But you would think he's Jake, right? Or like T and Tamara. They white people, but they got the feature of like the sister right here. Or like Drake.
Yeah,
Drake.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, his mom was Jewish, but his dad is an Israelite.
That's right. His dad is a real Jew. So that's, you know, I mean, and then it's crazy too because look at his son. I don't know if you've seen his son. But what's also to that basketball player? Blake Griffin, the perfect example. Yeah, Klay Thompson. Even Steph Curry. Look at Steph Curry's son, great Blake Griffin's son. You would think they were white kids, but their dad are oh, Con, you see that? That's a Israelite.
He passed away, didn't he?
Yeah, he passed away. Yep, he passed away. That's an Israelite, but you would thought that was a white boy. But that's the Israelite. So that's why the Lord says, "Church of thy fathers." Because also too, when you read in Exodus, when they were going back to build the temple, some of them couldn't participate in a certain acts because they couldn't find out. They didn't know if their father was a Levite. So it was best that you didn't do anything, because if you did something, you wasn't a Levite, the Lord would kill you. Well, that's he'll be an Israelite Gentile, right? A lot of people are a lot of Israelites are Gentiles. Yeah, I thought you said something. No, a lot of people are Gentiles. You know, like my mom is an Israelite, but she acts like a Gentile. So that's why the Lord calls them a Gentiles, because they're Israelites, but they're acting like Gentiles. Right? What's that? What's that? 1 Corinthians 12:2.
12.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 12 from the top. Right, and then let me get Romans 9:4 too, just to break down who an Israelite is, because no matter what you want to be, you're born into this thing, right? No, right? Edomite can't come up and say, "I want to be an Israelite." Where do I start? You can, you can, right?
Is that why they talk about being converted and all that?
Right, exactly. They can't be converted. Conversion is for the Israelites that didn't know who they was and that was worshiping idols, acting like the other nations. They had to be converted back. Right, they had to be converted back because they was going to hell off. Right, they was going to hell off. Yeah, that's Romans. That's throughout this whole book. Right, they had to be converted back. Right, me and my brothers, we was converted back. We was in the world. You know, we acting like the other nations, didn't know who we was. Right now we came back to the Lord. Right now we come back to the Lord.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 1. Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I will have you not ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, carried away unto the dumb idols, even as ye were led.
Right, there was right. I mean that there was Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols. Right, you know what I'm saying? That's what made them Gentiles, acting like the other nations. Right, the Lord said in Psalms 96:5, all the gods of the nations are idols. Right, all the gods of the nations are idols. The Sheba, all these other gods, they're idols. Right? Yeah, Buddha, they're idols. Buddha and all these other people, all these other gods, they're idols. You know, people make anything their god nowadays. You know what I'm saying? People would say, "Oh, that car, that's my god." You know, Gucci, yeah, whatever. You know, whatever. Is more than that? Oh, Khan. You holding something?
Yeah. This is second Maccabees. This is second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse, I'm gonna just get to the point, verse 9. And whoso would not conform themselves to the manner of the Gentiles should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery.
Right. So they wanted them to act like the Gentiles' ways, because it started to be a sin to keep the Israelite customs. Right, you had men that was running and hiding in caves just to keep the Sabbath, because if they was caught keeping the Sabbath, they'll get put to death. Right, just caught keeping the Sabbath, they'll get put to death. Right, because this place doesn't promote you to keep the Sabbath. Right, Maccabees 6 and 11. How can I bring that out? Second Maccabees. Can I get that? Second Maccabees 6 and 11. Yeah, kind of. Second Maccabees 6 and 11. Oh yeah. Yeah, brother. You know what this book is, brother?
Apocrypha of King James.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Now, inside the original King James, these books are there, but they took these books out because they don't want you to know who you are. It actually has accounts too in First Maccabees, like it has accounts too in First Maccabees of them burning our books. They found our books and was burning them. So our people didn't know who they were. If we didn't have these books, King, how will we ever get back? Because the Lord's not coming down to tell you nothing, right? The Lord speaks through the man. He speaks through the book. But yeah, Con, you bring it out, King.
Con, you want to run the case?
Yeah,
Con, this is Second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 11.
This is history in the Bible.
And others that had ran together into the caves nearby to keep the Sabbath day.
To keep what?
To keep the Sabbath day.
They had to hide just to keep the Sabbath day.
Secretly being discovered to Philip, were all burnt together because they made a conscience to help themselves for the honor of the most sacred day.
Right. You know, they made an honor to help themselves to the most sacred day. So he brought them all out the caves and burnt them. They was put to death for keeping the Sabbath day. Right? They was put to death. Right? Somebody give me that in Judas, because these nations know what happens when we come back to our God. When we come back to our God, it's nothing good for them. You know what I'm saying? When we come back to our God, it's nothing good for them. Look at a lot of things that happen. You know, that's why they were able to take over all those lands coming out of Egypt, because the Most High God was with them. Right? What's that? Judith 5. Oh yeah, con. It's all good.
This is Second Ezra chapter 5 in verse 33. I, Ezra, received a charge of the Lord upon the Mount Oreb, that I should go unto Israel. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught and despised the commandments of the Lord. So like you're saying, like the brother saying, hey, if you despise the commandments of the Lord, this what Ezra called it. And therefore I say unto you, O ye heathen, that hear and understand, look for your shepherd.
Right. So he called them heathens. He said, "Oh, ye heathens, look for your shepherd and understand, because that makes you a heathen. You keeping Christmas, Halloween, and you're a heathen, right? You're an Israelite, but you're a heathen, but you're an Israelite. If that makes sense."
This is Judah chapter 5 and verse. I'm gonna get to the point, the context. Verse 15. So they dwelt in the land of the Amorites, and they destroyed by their strength all them at Esbon. And passing over Jordan, they possessed all the hill country, and they cast forth before them the Canaanite, the Perizzites, and the Jebusites.
Right. It's talking about days of Moses. This man, the king, said, "Tell me something about these people," because he wanted to go up to destroy them. And somebody came forth and told him about these people, and this is what he's telling the king about these people. Right. This is what he's saying.
The Sycamite, and the Gershonites, and they dwelt in the country many days.
Right. Talking about the Israelites.
And whilst they sin not before their God.
And whilst what?
And whilst they sin not before their God.
Right, so he's telling the king, like, look, why these people didn't, when these people didn't sin against their God, what happened?
They sinned against their God, they prospered.
They what?
They prospered.
So Israel was prospering. In the days of King David, in the days of King David, Israel was in right relationship with God. King David put all the nations underneath Israel's feet. Because God was with them, right? So when they kept the commandments, God was with them, right?
Because the God that hated iniquity was with them. But when they depart from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed.
They were what?
They were destroyed in many battles, very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. But now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be no error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
So he told them, these people left Egypt. They was doing this and that. He said, hey, if they sin, let's go up. If they sin against their God, let's go up. We're gonna overtake him. But if these people don't sin, just keep going. Pass by, because you're not gonna win. Their God is gonna fight for them and destroy you, just like they destroyed the Ammonites, the Jebusites, the Canaanites. You know, the Canaanites. When we're in right relationship with our God, the Most High fights for us. You know that's why around that time you had a couple of men chasing hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying? A couple of men chasing hundreds of people because God was with them. Read the story about Samson. Samson slew 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of an ass. Now, when you think about that, 1,000 Philistines, you gotta imagine this. This wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let 5 people come up to you at once. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get jumped. You know, but 1,000 people, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, when Most High's fighting for us, we doing things that the world ain't seen. We doing things the world ain't seen, for real. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get all these superhero movies from. You know what I'm saying? That was us. That was us, you know? That was us. You could get on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. How much? $15. Yep, $15. You know, get you a 1611. You know, if you get you, that book. If you have that, you don't need the Apocrypha. You don't need the Apocrypha. But if you got these other books, you got the other books like the other brothers got. Then if you got these other books, then you don't need this one too. Like me, my Bible doesn't have this book, so I have this book too. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? Shalom, Kings, right? It's the same thing. But Yeah. So how long y'all knew y'all? How long y'all knew y'all was? You said it before about a year. You knew you was an Israelite, or you wasn't too sure about it. Okay, but it eventually came to you. Okay, now you kind of showing the brother.
Wisdom and understanding.
Okay, kind of. Now you kind of showing the brother. Okay, kind of all praises, right? All praises. No, y'all got any questions? We still here. Y'all want to know anything? But we also have a pamphlet for y'all, brother, because brother, this is the brotherhood, and we hope to see you again. Cause let me get Zephaniah 2:1. We're gonna show you what the Lord said. We hope to see you again, that you may join us. You know what I'm saying? Because you're living in the last days, right? Whether you believe it or not.
Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together.
What the Lord say?
Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together, O nation not desire.
He talking about us. He said, "Gather together, O nation, not desire." Our people not desire. He said, "Gather together," because you in the last days, right? So we got a brotherhood and sister. We also have a sisterhood. So y'all check that pamphlet out, brother. Subscribe to that YouTube channel. Follow the Instagram. Contact that number, and come out with us next Saturday, brother. Come out with us next Saturday and come join us, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my brothers, through the spirit and power of the Most High, we're gonna make sure our brothers straight. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because Christ said, "Who are my brothers? Who are my brothers and sisters?" Hey, those that do the work, those that do the will of my Father, those are my brothers and my sisters. Right? All right. So what's your name, brother? Devin. Okay. All praises. All praises. All praises. We hope to see y'all again. Y'all welcome to stay. We're gonna bring out the way. Y'all welcome to stay. How you doing, family? How you doing? Y'all know your nationality?
I'll see y'all next week.
What was that? You said yeah? Y'all know your nationality? Y'all all do? Or just a couple of y'all? Okay, what's your nationality? You Mexican? Alright. What's your nationality? African American? Alright. African American. Mexican and white? Okay, your father or mother? Okay. What's your nationality? African American. Alright. All right, y'all all said a couple things. Brother said Mexican, said African American, right? A mixed multitude. So y'all know anything about the Bible? All right, what you know about the Bible, brother? Okay. You said if you got faith to go into heaven for sure. So you could do whatever you want. You could do whatever you want and have faith. You could do whatever you want and go to heaven. All right, let me let's get that in. Yeah, come. Let's come. What's that? What book is that? I can't think of the book. What'd you say? Oh no, brother said he got faith to go to heaven. Come. Yeah, come. James 2. I couldn't think of the word. Con. We're gonna show you something real quick, brother.
James 2 and verse 7 and 17. Right. I start at verse 16. And one may say unto them, so like at 17. Even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead being alone.
Wait, read that one more time.
Even so, faith, if it have not works,
if it has not what?
If it have not works, right? Is dead being alone.
Is what?
Is dead being alone.
Right. Read.
So continuing on. Yeah, man may say thou hast faith.
Right. A man may say thou hast faith. Right.
And I have works. Right. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Right. So that's how you show your faith, brother, by your works. If I'm killing my brothers, if I'm robbing people, but I say I believe in God, the Lord said faith without works is dead. So you can have faith all you want, but if you're not keeping the commandments of the Most High God, it's dead. It doesn't matter. You know I can't say I love my wife, but when I go home, I'm putting her in a headlock and I'm slamming her on her back. But I'm telling her I love her. Does that make any sense, brother? That don't make sense. Bro. I can't say I love you, but when you turn around, I see $100 hanging out your pocket, and I go like this and take it. And I'm like, all right, brother, I love you, and I keep it pushing. That's hey. So words mean nothing, right? Let me get 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 3. We're gonna show you something. Let me get 1 Samuel chapter 2 and 3.
1 Samuel 2 and 3. Talk no more exceedingly proud. Right. Let not arrogancy come out of thy mouth. Right. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, right. And by him actions are weighed.
And by him what?
And by him actions are weighed.
So the Lord said, Lord is a God of knowledge. By him actions are weighed. So you could say, you love God, and you could be doing all this wickedness, but the Most High is going to weigh those. It's going to weigh up to the fact that you don't love him. Because what's love? Y'all know what love is? Okay, come on. Let's get it. Let's get First John. Yeah, 5 and 3.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Right. So this is the love of God. God said this is the love of God. Let me get John 15 and verse 16. 15 and 16. Any of y'all know the story of Moses? John 15 and 16.
14 and 15?
Yeah, 14 and 15.
Yeah. John 14 and 15. If you shall, Slaki, if you love me.
If you what?
If you love me.
Y'all love God? Y'all love the Father in heaven, right?
Keep my commandments.
Keep my what?
Keep my commandments.
The Lord said, if you love him, keep his commandments. Right? Now, y'all know the story? Y'all heard the story of Moses? What y'all know about Moses? But I know you said you do too, right? You said you do too, right? What you know about Moses? Split the sea, right? What else he do? Okay, you know who he was with? Like, was he by himself? Oh, you don't know? Okay. Well, Moses delivered a group of people out of Egypt, right? Moses delivered a group of people out of Egypt. Y'all know who that people was that he delivered out of Egypt? What was that? What the brother say here? Oh, okay, right? Right, yeah, bring this up.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 3 and verse 9.
Bring it out.
Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel.
Cry of who?
The cry of the children of Israel is come unto me. And I have also seen the oppression wherefore the Egyptians oppress them. Come now therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt.
Right, so Moses with the children of Israel when he split the sea. He was with millions of people, right? It was the children of Israel, right? But so now y'all know he was with Israel. When he was with the children of Israel, who are those people today? Because it's 2023. They gotta still be here, right? It's 2023. Who are the children of Israel today? Right? So Moses, and what else did Moses do? You know, Moses gave them the commandments, right? You remember he came down with the tablets? You heard about that? Moses came down with the tablets. He gave the people commandments. He gave them commandments, life and death, blessings and curses, right? But when you read the curses, that's who you know who the Israelites are today. Can we give y'all a couple curses real quick? Just a couple, right? Give me Deuteronomy 20 and 15. Remember, this is still in the time of Moses. He's with Israel, right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all of his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, now a curse is a bad thing, right? We could agree on that? A curse is a bad thing? Okay, all praises. Right,
verse 16. Cursed shall thy be in the city, and cursed shall thy be in the field.
Right, so in 2023, what people are cursed in the city? Where y'all from? Oakland? Where y'all from? You from Sac? Where you from, brother? You from Sac? Y'all from Sac? Okay, where you from, sister? Okay, so when you in Sacramento, who's living in the worst conditions? When you go anywhere in the world, really, out here in Oakland, out here in Richmond, right?
Oak Park, Mac Road. Y'all familiar with that, right? Who cursed over there?
Who's cursed? Who's living in the slums and the ghettos? Who's living in the worst conditions? What'd you say? The homeless? Well, where can you go where you find who's there though? Like who's there? Like, you know, all the places where Section 8 is trash everywhere. It's gun shells laying around. Who's there? Is a Chinese man there? Who in the hoods? Right, they're called blacks and Hispanics. Right. The Lord said, "Cursed shall thou be in the city." But mind you, he's talking to the Israelites, right? But he also said, "Cursed shall thou be in the field." Who's in the field? I don't know if y'all see this thing right here. Who's in the field picking cotton? You see that? He said black. He said Mexicans, right? You said Mexicans? Oh, Africans. Okay, well, hey, the Mexicans too, so-called Hispanics. The Lord said, "Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field." Right? Y'all could agree that that's our people, right? Right? Can I go to a certain part in the city where ain't nothing but Chinese people, and you pull up, they slapping music, they shooting dice, they killing each other, and they fighting. Can y'all show me a place like that? So it can't be talking about the Chinese man, right? Right? Real quick, let me get verse 54. Check this out. We want to show y'all something. Check this out. Read verse 54.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
What the Lord say?
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
Bloods and Crips.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
No, there's Israelians.
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
Who is that talking about? Who got an evil eye towards their own people? They make music about it all the time. Who is that? Who make music about exterminating their own race? Our people, right? Our people. This is a fact. Our people. But remember, who is Moses talking to? No, remember, who was Moses with? We said it. What did you say? Moses talking to the Israelites. Moses speaking to the Israelites. But that what we just read is talking about our people, right? Read.
It says his eye shall be evil towards his brother and toward the wife of his bosom.
And towards the wife of his bosom, right? Now he beating her up. Now she in the music video with no clothes on. Who's that? Who's that talking about? To our people, right? Read.
And toward the remnant of his children, right, which he shall leave.
Right. Who's that talking about? Y'all had your fathers in the household? No, y'all fathers in the household?
Damn.
That's in the Bible, right? Do y'all even know y'all fathers? You know your father? Okay. Hey, some of us don't know our father. Some of us don't know him, right? He wasn't in the household. He was barely there, right? Now, real quick, y'all know anything about slavery? When they was taking them other places around the world? Right, you said like to Europe? How'd they get there? How did the slaves get to Europe? How did the slaves get to America? By sea? You said a boat? Right? That's a fact, right? That's a fact, right? All right, let's see what the Lord said. Now remember, the Israelites just left Egypt, right? Egypt just means, look right here. Egypt just means bondage. It means captivity. Didn't the slaves come to America? Didn't they ship them from Africa to America? Right? Why does America have everything Egypt had?
Right. Bring that out, huh?
Look at it. All right, what's that? Revelation 11 and 8. Can I bring that out real quick? Revelation 11 and 8. Y'all heard of the book of Revelation, right? Right? Okay, brothers ain't heard of the book of Revelation. All right, 11 and 8. Check this out.
And it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Right. This place is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Y'all heard about Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Do I gotta explain why this place is called Sodom? Okay. So y'all, what's pride? Oh yeah, and they're everywhere, right? They everywhere, right? Hey, don't go there, but hey, you might see on TV. Look at these pride parades. Hell of people there. They everywhere. It's man on man everywhere. It's woman on woman everywhere. It's evil over here. That's why this place is called Sodom and Egypt, because there's a lot of sodomy going on, and also too, this is bondage, right? So pick this out. Mind you said that Israelites got here on ships, right? That's how they got to France. That's how they got to America, right? Bring this out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. Right. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now what does Egypt mean? Bondage. That's right. Egypt means bondage. So the Lord told the Israelites, I will send you into bondage again, right? Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
What the Lord say?
With ships.
Who came over here on ships? Who? Y'all said us? Slaves. Who was the slaves? Us, our people. But the Lord is talking to the Israelites. So if these things, it's more, but we don't want to, we're not going to read the whole thing to y'all. But if these things happen to our people, but the Lord is talking to the Israelites, then who must we be? Because what I know what they call us black. They call us African American. African American is the name of two white people.
Right.
Look it up. It's the name of two white people. They conquered lands and they name them after themselves. That's in the Bible. And y'all don't, right? So the Lord talking to the Israelites, then who must we be? That's right, brother. We'll be Israelites, and that's by blood. This is not a book of religion. Let me get something right. It's all right. 24 and 23. This is not a book of religion. People talk about religion. This is a nationality, brother. This is a nationality, right? And give me Deuteronomy 14 and 2. right? It's a nationality. So we'll be the Israelites. We'll be God's chosen people. Did y'all know God has a chosen people? Did y'all know God had a chosen people? Y'all, you knew that already? Who those people? Israel. Oh, okay. You see that? Hey, you see that? We're gonna show us something. Let me get Sirach real quick. And hold Deuteronomy. Yeah.
Sirach 24 and 23.
Look, check this out, because this is not no religion. This is a nationality, right? This is a nationality. We don't deal with no religion up here, right?
All these are the book of the commandment of the Most High God.
Right.
Even the law which Moses commanded for inheritance.
For what?
For inheritance.
No, religion.
For inheritance unto the congregation of Jacob.
Unto the congregation of Jacob, right? You got Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons, which are the 12 tribes of Israel. Right? Deuteronomy 14 and 2, real quick.
This is the book of
Check this out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 2. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. And the Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself.
Right, check this out.
Above all,
Brothers, y'all listening? I want to get y'all the scripture real quick.
above all the nations that are upon the earth.
No, but we're equal.
Above all the nations that are upon the earth.
The Lord said the Israelites are above all nations on the face of the earth. That's why this happened to our people. Because our people didn't keep the commandments of God. So God gave him over to all the nations. Look, all this happened to us. Let me get 28 and 32 real quick. Check this out. All this happened to us. Yokes of iron on our necks. Right? Because we didn't keep the commandments of God. But it's a beautiful thing because we're waking up in these last days. And we're coming back to the Most High God, so we could be back up. We could be back on top. Right? So we could be back on top, right? Bring that out, 32.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Wasn't they doing that? Taking the daughters and the sons and taking them to Chicago, taking them over here, and the mom and dad had to stay there, and they using them as all doing whatever with them, right?
Yep. And thine eyes.
Didn't they do that to Native Americans when they came here? Wasn't they taking their sons and their daughters? Right.
Hispanic.
Yep. And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hands.
Right.
That's it on that, King.
They couldn't do nothing about it, right?
Verse 33. The fruit
Like
of thy...
and they couldn't do nothing about it. So with that being said, we're the Israelites. Now y'all know any commandments? Y'all know any commandments? Okay, we're gonna just give y'all a couple commandments. We're gonna let y'all go. Can we give y'all 3 commandments? 3? Okay, all praises. To get 3 commandments for the brother, let's send them on their way. We're gonna get y'all a pamphlet too.
Chapter 11 and verse number 7.
Right. So y'all know what swine is? What'd you say? Y'all know what swine is? It's pork, right? It's pig, right?
Portico.
Y'all eat pork? Yeah.
Leviticus 11 and verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
Right.
Of their flesh shall you not eat.
What the Lord said?
Of their flesh shall you not eat.
Right, so the Lord said no pork, right?
And of their carcass shall you not touch.
Right, so the Lord said we can't eat pork. And why can't we eat pork? You said because they're a living creature? No, we can't eat pork because pork is unclean unto us. The Lord said it's unclean. Look at what it do. A pig will eat you. Pig will eat you and your whole body. It'll eat your clothes. It'll eat that bag you got on. It'll eat that mask you got on. And it'll be no trace of you. Nobody even know you was here, right? And so if I see a pig eating a dead body, what I look like eating that pig?
Right.
That make no sense. You eat the whole pig, but the pig just ate a whole person.
Say you are what you eat.
That made no sense, right? So the Lord said no pork because the Lord will destroy you for eating pork. That's a sin against the Most High God, right?
Continue on. It says, Salaki, of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you.
Right.
Verse 9. These shall you eat of all that are in the water.
Right. Y'all eat shrimp. Y'all eat shrimp. Y'all eat that good old shrimp, the crab and lobster, right? You don't eat it. What you eat it? What you dip it with? You be eating a seafood boil with the bag. It smack. It go crazy. Okay.
This is Leviticus 11 and 9. These shall you eat of all that are in the waters.
All right, so we're going to see what we can eat in the waters. The Lord said these are all that you eat in the waters.
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
Whatsoever have what?
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
Right. The Lord said whatsoever has fins and scales.
That are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas and in the rivers, them shall you eat.
Right, so the Lord said we can only eat things that have fins and scales. What got fins and scales in the water? Fish, right? right? Only fish, right? Only fish, but not all fish. Right? I know y'all seen that catfish, right? Do it got scales, or is it slimy and smooth? That's right. So no catfish, right? We can only eat clean fish, right? They gotta have fins and scales. Anything else in the water, we can't eat it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not good for you. If you eat shrimp, you might as well eat a roach. It's the same thing, brother. Look, you can even go to Google, look it up. It's the same thing. One lives on the land, one lives on water. You eat that seafood boy with that crab, and you might as well get some roaches and spiders and put them in a bag with sauce and eat that. Would y'all eat that? Yo, so why would you eat that? It's the same thing. It's in the same family, right? They sell it at a high they sell it at a high price to our people and call it a delicacy, right? What they say, oh, we eating good over here. What they say, we eating good over here, but they eating garbage, right? That's why some people carry odors on them. I know y'all seen that thing where they was trying to make fun of the women for eating crab and stuff. They saying they stink, huh? They said they stink. If a female eating that, she stink. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not good for you. If y'all eating that, y'all gonna stink. Y'all eating garbage, y'all gonna smell like garbage, right? Y'all eat garbage, y'all gonna smell like garbage. Let's get another commandment for the family. Come on, check this out. We got 2 more, right? And we're gonna let y'all go. 2 more. All praise.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
What the Lord say?
Remember the Sabbath day.
When the Sabbath day? Saturday. His brother got it right there. Saturday. Right. It's Saturday, and we're gonna show y'all why. That's why the Lord said, remember the Sabbath day, because the Lord know that they was gonna change it. Now they tell y'all Sunday, right? They tell y'all Sunday. They say, hey, we got church on Sunday. No, the Lord says Saturday is the Sabbath, right? Read.
It says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right.
6 days shall thy labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
What the Lord say?
In it thou shalt not do any work.
Right, so you don't want to go to work on the Sabbath, right? Because it's the Most High day. You got 7 days. You got 6 days to run up the bag. You got 6 days to make your money. But the 7th day is a Sabbath day of the Lord. Right, you don't want to work on a Sabbath day. You don't want to buy. Y'all got girls. Y'all got girls. You don't want to lay down with your girl. You know what I'm saying? It's a Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? It's a Sabbath day. You know, so you got 6 days to do that. You got 6 days to deal with your girl. But on a Sabbath day, you gotta keep it holy, right? You got to keep it holy, right? We got one more commandment for y'all. We're real quick. What fringes? Yeah, fringes. So real quick. As us being men, whenever y'all can, how old is y'all? 17? All y'all? Oh damn. So like when y'all, I see y'all got a little facial hair coming in. So as it come in, you want to keep it, cause that's a commandment too. But I'm just bringing that out to y'all just for sake of time, so we could speed it up. So y'all want to keep a beard on y'all face, cause we men, right? We men, and how y'all tell a male line from a female line? Cause of what? Yep, the structure of their face. You know that's that male line because he got that mane, right? So we men. So as an Israelite man, we gotta have beards on our face, right? You can't shave your hair bald, right? No shaving your hair bald, cause we royalty, right? We got beautiful hair, right? We got beautiful hair. We royalty, right? Y'all already know. No tattoos, right? Let me get 1 Corinthians 3:16, right? No tattoos. But real quick, we're gonna get y'all this commandment real quick.
And this is the book of Numbers 15:38. Right. Speak unto the children of Israel.
Right. We the children of Israel, right? All praises.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout the generations.
Right. You see what all the brothers got on their shirts, right? These are fringes, right? Check this out. This is what our people wore. The Native Americans wore it.
Right.
Because they knew who they was before they came over here and conquered them. Right? They knew who they were. They knew they was Israelites. That's why they wore fringes. This is history in the Bible, right? Read.
Continuing on, it says, and that they put in a fringe, and that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generation.
No, but this is an old book, and that was back then.
And that they put in the fringes of their garments throughout their generations.
Right. We still here, right? It's 2023, meaning still today. It's not the fact of that's the Old Testament, but that the Bible is old. Hey, this is a living book.
Right.
There's things in this book that's talking about today, literally happening right now. Right.
And put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Right. You see all the brothers got a ribbon of blue, right? They got a ribbon of blue because we royalty, right? We God's chosen people. We royalty, right? And blue is a royal color, Right?
And it shall be unto you for friends, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
No, just look at them.
And do them.
No, just hear about the commandments and then go and do everything I was just told not to do.
And do them.
Right? And so we got to do them. Right? So no more shrimp, crab, and lobster, right? Y'all willing to put that down for the Lord? Y'all, yeah, hey, kind of all praises. No more pork, right? Y'all don't got tattoos. Yo, bro, got tattoos. 17? Hey, let me get Acts 17 and 30. We'll start with something. Because we understand, brother, you didn't know. But yeah, no tattoos. Now, some of us got tattoos too, right? Some of us got tattoos. Hey, but we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know. But this is what the Lord said about the things that we didn't know now, about the things we know today, right?
This is the book of Acts, chapter 17, and verse 30.
Bring it out.
And the time of this ignorance.
Right? The Lord said at the time of this ignorance, the time you thought you was eating good, eating the seafood boils, getting tattoos, you were sleeping with all these females, right?
God winked at.
What happened?
God winked
Right?
at.
The Lord like, hey, they don't know. They're young, they don't know. Right?
But now.
But what?
But now.
No, when I'm 25.
But now commandeth all men everywhere to repent.
Right? The Lord commanded us to repent today. And repenting means acknowledging the fact that you did sin and don't do it again.
That's right.
Right? The Lord said at the time of his ignorance, he winked at, right? Y'all didn't know. Hey, me and my brothers didn't know, but now we know. Right? Now we know, and so now we're repenting. Right? Y'all smoke weed? Right? 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Let's start something.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Right? The church that's not the temple of God. We the temple of God. Right? Nebuchadnezzar and the other nations burnt down our temple back when we was out there in Jerusalem. We the temple of God. Right?
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
Right? The Spirit of God dwelleth in us because we his people. Right?
If any man defile the temple of God.
Right? If any man eating unclean foods, getting tattoos, right, smoking weed, right? Read.
Him shall God destroy.
What the Lord say?
Him shall God destroy.
Right? So the Lord said, anybody that defile his temple, if you defile your temple by tattoos and smoking weed and eating unclean foods, the Most High said He gonna destroy you.
That's right.
Right, and that's real. Right, so we understand y'all didn't know, but now y'all know. The Lord commanded us now, right here, right now. Right, Deuteronomy 15 and 17. Right, we're gonna let y'all go. I know I keep saying it.
Deuteronomy 15 and 17.
No, it's like Deuteronomy 30 and 15. Come.
Deuteronomy 30 and 15.
It reads thus. It says, see, I have set before thee this day.
See what the Lord say?
See, I have set before you this day.
The Lord said before you this day. Let's see what He said before you. Let's see what the Lord said before you today.
It says this day, life and good.
Life and good.
And death and evil.
And what?
And death and evil.
And death and evil. The Lord said before you this day, life and good or death and evil. Because I'm gonna just say it in Revelation 22 and 14, the Lord said all those that keep his commandments shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right? Y'all know how many gates it is to the kingdom of heaven? 1? 7? All right, brothers, I gotta bring this out for y'all real quick. Revelation 21 and 12. I gotta bring this out, brothers.
And they had a wall great.
Mind you, Revelation just means to reveal. John saw the kingdom of heaven, and this is what he said.
It had a wall great and high.
Right.
It had 12 gates.
No, it had one gate.
It had 12 gates.
Right? It said, y'all hearing this, brother? It said he saw a wall great and high, and it had 12 gates. It's 12 gates to the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Why is it 12? We're gonna find out.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
Right? 12 angels. He's seen 12 angels at the gate, right? 12 angels that look like y'all. They look like us. That's what the angels look like.
That's right.
Right? Believe it or not. Right?
And at the gates, 12 angels, and names were in thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Which are the names of what?
Or the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Right? That's the gates to the kingdom of heaven. The 12. It has names on them. That are the names of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Right? So we Israelites. Right? Christ looked like.
Latinos? What's their tribe?
It'll be Issachar. Kind of Issachar. Yeah.
A lot of Latino homies, and I'm telling them, y'all, what's your tribe? And they be like, tribe? I'm from Mexico. I'm like, no,
Oh, right,
tribe.
right.
He said,
Issachar. Yeah, Issachar. Yeah, you find that in Genesis 49. Right, y'all Israelites. We gotta keep the commandments. Y'all living in the last days. Right. And y'all got that y'all got a pamphlet? I got a pamphlet. Let's get the mighty brothers a pamphlet, man.
right?
All praise to the Most High. Hey, y'all hit that number and contact us. Right, y'all hit that number and contact us. Yeah, y'all too. All
Brother
praise.
said he got a question.
Who had a question?
Got a question? Somebody got a question? Bring it up.
Oh, come.
Any question, bring it up. Ask the question, brother. Ask the brother.
All praises.
If I got a question, bring it out real quick.
Y'all had a question? Somebody had a question?
Any question? Come on, ask him, brother.
Hey, what's your nationality? Give me 1 Corinthians. What's that? Give me. Yeah, give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 22. Right? Because the brother said you black. 1 Corinthians 11 and 22. 1 Corinthians 11 and 22.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 22.
Check this out.
It says, "Are they Hebrews?
What the Lord say?
Are they Hebrews? So am I.
Right?
Are they Israelites?
Are they who?
Are they Israelites?
Are they who?
Are they Israelites? So am I."
Right? What's on?
Salakia. It says, "Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they the seed of Abraham? So am I."
Right. So what's your nationality? What was that? Israelites. Hey, you gotta say with a smile on your face, brother. Hey, you should be jumping in the air right now. You should be jumping in the air right now, brother. Hey, y'all Israelites. Hey, y'all can do backflips. Y'all should be doing a backflip right now. Somebody should do a backflip right here, right now. Hey, what's your question, brother? Nationalities?
The nation, right? What nation you from? Yes.
Right.
So, boom. So that's why we're Israelites, right? Because we come from Israel.
That's right. That's right. Y'all hear that?
Ethnicity, that would be Hebrew, right? So we had, hey, what's your ethnicity? Oh, I'm a Hebrew. My nationality, what nation I come from? Israel, right?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. No, it's the same thing. Oh, y'all be saved. Right. What's your nationality? That's right, man. Y'all Israelites.